I will focus on the strong tone. It's more suitable in all cases. Which is the best, and when use this product over another? Hi all the Tallback gamers, welcome back in the board game cave. Today I'm going to show you QUICKSHADE from the Army Painter. The Army Painter is a Danish company created in 2007. Consists of around 20 people all dedicated to create products that will bring your wargaming miniatures from unboxing to painted gaming standard effortlessly and fast, giving you more time for gaming. The Army Painter QUICKSHADE is a spectacular shading and varnishing in one. You will achieve stunning shading effects extremely fast with just one dip, while the varnish protects your miniature from the rear and tear of the battlefield. You can find it in bottles that name QUICKSHADE Washes Set, or you can find it in metallic pots, and we will find later the difference. Now, first looking at the Army Painter QUICKSHADE Washes Set. This set contains 11 QUICKSHADE washes. They are quick and easy to use. They work on all acrylic surfaces. It's non-toxic and you can wash it with water. So looking the content, we could find 3 basic tones, the strong, the dark and the soft tone. Then we get the light tones, the flesh wash and the mid brown, which are technical washes. We get color washes, the green tone, the military shader, purple tone, red and blue tone. It is best to use these inks with a suitable shade brush. Now, first looking at the neutral tone, we get the strong tone, which is the medium. We get 2 other basic wash. We get the soft, which is lighter than the strong tone. As you could see in the soft tone, we get 2 different colors. One is lighter. We get the same with the strong tone. This light will provide light shading. The strong tone will bring us a bigger shading. Then the dark tone will give us the darkest shading. On the other side, we get the color washes, the red, purple, green and blue tone, which is well adapted to keep the original coloring of the figure. You will prefer this shade if you don't want to bring a light brown shade that will give by the soft dark and strong tone. Finally, we get the 4 technical washes, which are well adapted. For example, flesh wash for the skins, military shader for the military suit, and so on. Mid brown for the fur, for example. I will focus on the strong tone, which is the most common product you will use. It's more suitable in all cases. Which is the best, and when use this product over another, I will take 6 spirit figures from Roman bones, and I will undercoat them. Then I will apply the QUICKSHADE bottle, the soft tone, the strong tone and the dark tone. Then we'll apply strong tone QUICKSHADE in metallic pot, first using the diving technique. In second, we will use a brush. And finally, we will dilute the product with white spirit and use a brush too. So first, we undercoat the mini. I will choose a light undercoat, a light gray. I will use a spray, the Grey Sear spray from Citadel. I will apply 2 coats to have a very white result. Counting 1 hour the mini are dry, we could start using the softened bottle. Beware, shake lightly, you risk breaking the molecular bonds of the product and thus lose the effectiveness of the product. Try to use a well-adapted specific brush, for example here a shade size medium from Citadel. Put a lot of product on your figure. The wash will set up on its own. We'll now do the same with the strong tone. And finally, we'll do the same with the dark tone. And that's all for the bottle. Now it's time for the strong tone metallic box. As for the bottle, shake lightly. Use a screwdriver to open the cover. Unlike the bottle, This one is toxic, so use it in the well-ventilated area. And let's start with step number 1. Take pliers and immerse the figure into the pot. Count 4 or 5 seconds and take out the figure. As you can see, it's dripping. So shake it slightly above the pot to let the product flow. In addition, take an old cardboard box and shake the figure from the inside. Shake it 5 or 6 times or more until the figurine is no longer dripping. Then store there in a dry and dust-free place, because the drying time will last 2 days. Looking more closely, we can see that despite the spinning, there are still many quick shade on the mini, especially on the base. We'll now take a brush, take an old brush, and paint the figure with the quick shade. This way we will be able to control the amount of product to apply. Without waiting for my conclusions, I can already tell you that this method is much more efficient than the previous method, even if it's a little longer. Anyway, it takes less than 1 minute per figurine. And here is the result, which seems much better to me. Last step, we will mix the product with a small dose of white spirit, counting 10 to 20%. First, pour the contents into a glass jar. Wipe away any drips with the old brush. To dose the amount of diluent, you can use a measuring instrument, for example here a graduated glass. Remember to close the diluent cover immediately. Try to work in a well-ventilated area or with a gas mask, and in all cases put gloves. The old brush will also be used for mixing. When the product is homogeneous, you can apply it. This way the product is very liquid, it looks like you apply water. It's very nice, quick and easy to apply. It's even easier than with the bottles we see before. He will join his little friends on the drying board. So here we can see the results of the 3 experiments. As you can see, there is much less quick shade on the right figure than on the left, which is full of quick shade, mostly on the base. And it will take much more longer to dry, counting twice time. The medium is not too bad, but the better is definitely this on the right. In conclusion, we have the 6 figurine. The 3 on the left will use the bottle, soft, strong and dark tone. The soft tone will give us a very light shade, but is enough to see all the details on the mini. The strong tone will bring more contrast and more details, but it's the dark tone that will bring us the more contrast and the more details. Note that in this experiment we took only white figurine. Normally it is the strong tone that will bring us the more contrast and details on yellow, blue, red or green. Now let's look the difference with the strong tone metallic pot. After 48 hours of dry, I use gloves, but I can tell you that the figure on the left is not dry. The base is full of quick shade and some details are hidden by the quick shade. In conclusion, avoid dipping the fragrance in the pot directly. This is the fastest method, but the result is disappointing. In second, we have the method which consists in applying the product with an old brush. This method is already much better than the previous one. My favorite method is to apply the diluted product with the old brush. It's fast enough, the drying time is shorter, but it requires a little more material and the method is a little more toxic. Here is the final result. My preference is clearly the right figure, which is the strong tone metallic pot diluted with white spirit in a glass bottle. Note that the strong tone in the metallic pot contains a high gloss varnish, which explains why it takes a lot longer to dry. So you have to wash your brush with white spirit and not with water. If you want to remove the gloss effect, you can apply an acrylic matte or satin varnish on your mini using an airbrush. Another advantage on the diluted product is that it's very economical and very fast and easy to apply. And as the product is oily, it's set up on its own. This video is ending, thanks for watching, I hope you like it. See you soon for other tutorials on your favorite board games or painting tips, and have a good game, have a good play, and goodbye!